Today's one of those days, like the perfect temperature. Not too hot, not too cold, not too windy. I mean, it's always a little windy here. Welcome to the courtyard on a very beautiful summer afternoon. Late summer, I should say. Akira's running around somewhere. I just spent a few hours cleaning out some of the excess foliage and debris that collects in the summer. What's going on, Floki? I wanted to share a little update because it's been a while since my last video. Let's sit for a second. Ooh, I'm like in the bush. So after the last video, first of all, I want to thank all of you who have commented and shown your support on this channel over the years, and especially on my last video when I just expressed that I was very overwhelmed and I really didn't know what to do. I just felt so guilty about not posting more often, and so many beautiful, wonderful, supportive comments really lifted my spirits and just reminded me that it's totally okay to live life and just share what I can. And that's what I'm doing now. That's my approach. And because I've been so busy in my art channel, my full-time job is my art business, I just haven't had the energy or time to film a lot. However, I have filmed little bits and pieces of the last couple weeks and just thought I would compile something to share, because by the time this goes live, we will be just about to leave for our trip to America. It's been a couple years since I've been back to the States to visit my family and friends, and I am going to be doing a painting workshop in the middle of all that. I'm gone for like 3 weeks or something. It's kind of crazy. So I'm doing so much work ahead of time, trying to get a ton of my tutorials done and a lot of the content that I just have to share on like Patreon and stuff done now, so that I don't have to worry about it at all when I'm away. So that's like the goal that I've been working towards the last few weeks. It's just like tickling my ear. Anyway, it's good because it's been very inspiring and I've been just working a lot in the studio. And because it's such a stormy summer, I haven't been out much. We got sideswiped by Hurricane Ernesto for a while. It was just like constantly super, super windy, like crazy gusty wind. It just isn't pleasant when it's like that. It's beautiful temperature, like right now, it's just the perfect temperature, but the winds make it really difficult to be outside, especially for me when I'm painting or photographing or filming. Anyway, it's been a crazy summer so far. I feel like I have done nothing, but I've been so busy. I don't get it. So I'm really looking forward to this little break, this little trip to America. I say little. It's 3 weeks for me, 1 week for Wolfie, because he's coming back to obviously be a cat dad. But I'm continuing my journey to both sides of the country. I'm taking a painting workshop. I'm doing a couple meetups, one in Seattle, one in London. It's such a whirlwind. We leave in like 13 days. So I'm going to film a few more days, just summer stuff, whatever happens. I'll edit this video and hopefully post it like right before we leave. Okay, I had to come over here because Akira figured out he can climb the fence to get out. So when he's feeling hyper, I need to like guard this section. Oh, I had this random idea that to be less stressed when I'm traveling in America, because I'll be without Wolfie for at least half of it, I'm going to bring my Sony ZV-1, which is my first vlogging camera I ever got, and I also use it a lot for my art channel to film in my studio because it's really good quality, but it's nice and small, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this camera. Actually, I'm filming on it right now. This is gonna be my main camera in America. I'm not bringing my Fuji system and all my lenses and stuff. Like, I'm gonna keep it more simple and compact and portable, and also worry a little bit less about stuff getting broken or stolen or whatever. So I'm kind of testing it out now. I'll take this with me in the next week, whatever I film, and hopefully get used to it again, because I only use it in the studio lately. The last couple of years I use my Fuji outside or my iPhone. So hopefully I get a feel for the system again, the menus and all of that, because it's weird when you switch between so many different cameras. I don't know why I'm telling you this kind of thing. It's like, who really cares? It's better to focus on accuracy, but then when we come back. It's time to reveal. Is it good? Is it?
Yeah.
Actually, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So cheeky. He keeps tricking me. He eats it and then he spits it out because I'm filming. I just want to get a reaction shot. No, it's actually really good. No one's gonna believe me now. As I mentioned, it's been very stormy lately, but any chance I get, I go out for a drive and try to capture some of the summer beauty. And especially lately with the blooming heather, I've taken a lot of opportunities to photograph and film it, so I'll share that throughout this video. Hello from a golf course. I've taken 3 lessons? 2 lessons? Okay, I've taken 2 golf lessons and we are now golfing. We are on a course, we're officially playing. It's not going well, but it's really fun.
Yeah, you've lost that one. Oh. Really good, really good. Oh no, it's in the bunker. That's a good shot.
Nice.
Oh! Belter! You can hear Sarah Woods now. Oh, sorry.
Now we have Sean hitting the ball. Okay, so we're on hole 6, and we won't speak of the first 5. But right now this is supposed to be a par 4. I currently have 4 shots. So it's going well. We're almost at the flag, so, you know, that means it's going well.
Oof. Ooh. What a
Par! You did it!
oh, second par.
Trail snack. Oops, I forgot to check for bugs. What are you doing? I was trying to record and he keeps going crazy on my chair. It has been pouring all day and he's a little bit mad because he went out and got all wet in the rain and came running back in. And he wants to go out, but he doesn't want to get wet. So he's like demanding that I turn the rain off. Anyways, okay, we're just gonna pretend everything is... So today I needed to record my Patreon newsletter, upload that. Behind me is the printer, which is hopefully not too loud, but that is printing all of the July and August Patreon postcards. That's one of Wolfie's tasks, so it just kind of is happening in the background. I also need to prep a few more materials for my upcoming trip. So like what I do is pour the gouache and watercolor into the palettes at least a week or two ahead so that it has time to set. Otherwise, when you tip it or it's falls over in your bag or whatever, it leaks everywhere. So this is a very important step. I just poured it last night, so it's already looking pretty good. And I'm very excited because I got a new sketchbook. Okay, but first things first, we're going to do the Patreon newsletter. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the September newsletter. We have a lot to talk about today. As I said in previous posts, I am going away for a few weeks, so I'm gonna kind of walk you through the schedule and what to expect. Okay, currently testing this camera outside without the attached microphone, so hopefully the sound is decent still. I'm trying to test it out in different situations before I travel, just in case, but there's not really any wind today, so hopefully that helps. But I'm at a beautiful park and I'm gonna just find a spot to sketch for a while. It's been raining off and on all day, well, for days actually. So it's like my one little chance of slightly clear weather to sketch outside. Well, the rain came out of nowhere, just suddenly downpour. I quickly packed or threw everything in my bag. It's probably a disaster in there. And my sketch got rained on, which kind of created an interesting speckly effect, but I could only get like barely one layer in. Okay, so I'm gonna go get groceries, and then I think when I get home, I'm gonna do a little close-up of a couple of the windows that I really liked. I took some photos. I just really need to practice drawing buildings or painting buildings, whatever, because I'm gonna be in Seattle and London, and in both of those places focused on the city itself, not like the surrounding environment. So I just want to get like into the groove of it, into the feel of it, and it is a little bit intimidating when you don't do it for a while, and then all of a sudden you're looking at these incredible buildings, or like in London, all the beautiful old architecture. And I have that here in Scotland, but I am always drawn to the landscape. So I really have to like remind myself to go into the town and actually draw buildings once in a while. Let's go pick up some messages. I think since I grew up in America and experienced breakfast culture, waffles and pancakes are a big deal. So it's a point of pride that I'm able to make them well. Like buttery and fluffy. And then you get the pop of sweet and tart juice from the blueberries. Yeah, breakfast is my favorite. Somebody just jumped up onto my blackberries. Ugh. Yeah. Is the game good overall?
It's just too short, in my opinion.
Is it shorter, or much shorter than the last one? Everything can be done in 30 hours?
To be fair, you could probably complete the campaign in less than that. It's just...
How beautiful is this? It's so calm, quiet. There's something about visiting the coast that's kind of a release of energy. Like the rhythmic nature of the waves. And right now with the soft mist just all around, it's so peaceful. The mist is very heavy up the Spey River. As I drove up along the river, it was just shrouded in mist. It felt like I was just driving through a cloud, which I guess I am. It's mostly sea fog because if you drive south, like if you go inland, it's bright and sunny, beautiful weather. But just all along the coast for the last few days, it's been dense sea fog. I just needed to soak in a bit of this peace because I leave in 4 days for America. And I am going to be gone for 3 weeks. So basically I'm back in October. And then a few days after I get back in October, we're going to Skye for a few days with some friends. So it's kind of, I basically am going to be gone for a month. I'm visiting lots of family, friends, doing a workshop, doing some meetups. It's a lot to pack into 3 weeks away. And I've just, booked every flight and hotel and car, and all of the logistics are finalized. So now I can just go. Oh man, but it's a lot to juggle in my mind, especially when I'm trying to also finish all the projects I need to finish before I go, particularly for Patreon and things like that I can't just put off. So taking 20 minutes by the sea is like my medicine. I'm going to unplug a little bit during this vacation, and there's a few days where we're camping in the woods. There's a few days where I'm taking a workshop, so I'm going to be completely offline and immersed in that. So I'm really looking forward to it. When I get back in October, it's going to be autumn here. The colors will be different. The mood is going to be different. It's going to be colder and misty, moody. Love that kind of feeling in autumn. Early autumn is so wonderful. I hope I don't miss too much of the autumn transition. Usually October is pretty wonderful in Scotland, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, I'm going to capture footage along my trip. Even though I'm unplugging and just doing my own thing, I just love photography and taking videos, so there's bound to be a little trip video in the future. And then as soon as I get back, since we're going to Skye and I'm just going to be immersed in autumn, I am going to be in capture mode because I want to be able to capture it before winter settles in. So you can definitely expect an autumn vlog in October. While I'm away, I will probably post little bits and pieces on Instagram stories, but otherwise I may check in on Discord once in a while, but I'll be pretty quiet. But I hope you're all keeping well, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.